Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I have a tripod here. So, I haven't recorded a video in a pretty long time, like a week or two at this point. I just recorded a cover of Not a Lot Just Forever, and that's uploading right now. But other than that, I've been pretty lazy and pretty boring with my video making. It's mostly because I don't have as much time as I want these days. And I'm finding it's harder and harder as my life goes by to find time to do the things that I need to do. Like exercising, like existing, and watching, enjoying my free time. Doing stuff that's enjoyable, that's not just watching TV. I have been watching TV. I've been watching The Peaky Blinders, which I'm watching on my Jellyfin server that's downstairs. You guys are, I don't, maybe I'll make a video on that this week. I've got a server going, and it's cool. It's really cool. It's a media server. It's also a server where I store all my backups, and I had been working on it for a while, and I have a few videos, like I have all of the footage for it already. I just need to like make an overview video that describes what exactly I'm doing in those videos where I'm setting it up. So that's gonna be something that I do in the future, making that video. But yeah, still working, still doing jobs, still existing. That's the main thing, and it's been going good. I've taken up a lot more responsibility on things at the workplace, and I think I'm doing well there so far. So that's good. It's very good, very good. As for other things, yeah, personal projects have sort of taken a backseat to work, and that's a little upsetting to me. And I've been thinking about that a lot recently. How much is my time worth, and is it worth anything to give up that that freedom to make creative things? I feel like I need to make creative things in order to be happy with myself, and my work doesn't really allow me to do that so much as I want to. So gotta reconcile that with other aspects of my life. It's important to have work-life balance, and I already feel the treachery of the 9 to 5 creeping in on me as I lose sleep throughout the week, and my hobbies dwindle. Not cool, man. That's totally not super cool and rad. So I'm straight geeking right now, brother. I'm straight geeking. What do I talk about with these videos? I don't know. I had an idea to talk about something in specific. I'm trying to remember what that was. I could just complain about the cloud more. The cloud is so stupid, and people are buying cloud stuff and they're regretting it big time already, and it hasn't even been a freaking week. So don't do cloud stuff. People don't realize that cloud stuff is garbage, and nobody can handle your data and operations better than you can with your own local stuff. Anyway, the title of my video that's uploading right now, the cover of Adrienne Lenker's Not a Lot Just Forever, that's, if you notice in the title, it's much like my other song cover titles. It's just a bunch of letters and numbers. But this one specifically, it's got BRZ in the title. And that's because I really want a Subaru BRZ. And that's sort of my motivation for continuing with work. It's like, a year from now I will be driving a BRZ, and that's it. That's all. And the reason I want a BRZ is because they started production in 2013, and they started production under 3 different car brands, manufacturers: Toyota, Subaru, and Scion. And that means that a lot of them were produced, and a lot of them are for sale, and a lot of them are... What do I want to say here? There's a lot of parts available. Like, there's a bunch of different aspects to it that all check so many boxes that it's a must-have for me. The first thing is that there's a big community around it, so there's parts are easily available. If I need a replacement thing, which I probably will if I'm buying a used car, I can get that. It's pretty good on gas. It's not like the best on gas. It's worse than my car currently, which is a hybrid. But the trade-off with that is that it's a much simpler system, and so it's easier to fix. So I understand that I will be paying more for gas, and gas will only get more expensive. But I don't plan on having this car forever. My next vehicle after this vehicle will probably be an electric car. That being said, for the time being, the electric car industry sucks. It's so bad. And it's bad for the same reason that the automotive industry in general is bad. It's because we're putting computers in cars and we're not open sourcing them, and people are realizing that they're being screwed over because these things aren't open source. Because companies can charge you a subscription fee for heated seats. I've mentioned that before. It's just so mind-boggling. The third thing about this car that I like is that it's front engine rear wheel drive. I guess those are two things, but both of them affect how the car drives and how it handles, and I really want something that has a lot of feedback, that I enjoy driving. I want to be able to enjoy driving as much as possible, because if I enjoy driving, I will want to go outside more. And if I go outside more, I will meet more people and make more friends and be more happy. So, Cool Car is the solution to my anti-socialite problem. Yes. So, okay, that's number 3. There's many other reasons. You can get a model that doesn't have an iPad in the dashboard. It could come with a physical key, no fancy features. It doesn't have any cool tech in it. It doesn't need it. It feels like it's part of the last generation of cars that aren't trying to sell you on some gimmicky crap. And so it's not, how do I put it? It feels like it's a car that won't fail on me and that will respect me. You know? The cars today, I've been in them. I've been in them while people drive them, and they don't respect you as a person anymore. They make you click an agreement saying that, oh, I'm going to focus on the road while I'm driving when I get in my car this time. It screams at you if you keep your seatbelt off, and it just keeps getting louder and louder. Like, you should be wearing your seatbelt. You should be focusing on the road. But to have a computer tell you that, I know better than the computer. If I take my seatbelt off while I'm pulling into my driveway, I don't need you screaming at me. And I don't understand how people are okay with being treated like children like this. People want to be treated like children now. And that's where the market is going. So I don't understand where individuality and independence and freedom went. So I'm philosophically aligned with this car, I guess. Another cool thing about it is that there's an ECU, an electric control unit that's, the thing that is the brain of the car. There's an Arduino-based one, I forget what it's called, but it does have documentation for this in the BRZ. So I could compile my ECU's firmware from source if I really wanted to, which I plan on doing, because that's cool as hell, and it's kind of cheap too. So a lot of work will have to go into this car whenever I get it, because it will be used and it will be proprietary. I don't want it to be proprietary, so I will do these things to it. What else is there to talk about? Man, I'm so fed up with the car industry and just tech in general. I hate to see how the world is going, and I don't want there to be... I wish more people wanted or cared about their freedom. And it's sort of weird and sad to see that people aren't really paying attention, or they don't even care at all that their freedoms are being taken away from them, and they're just like going about their life. I guess people just don't have the energy, and that's fair. But there should be people fighting for this and stuff that relates to this. There are, but it just seems like such a small crowd of people. Anyway, not to be a Debbie Downer, this should be a happy video, because I'm talking about the Subaru BRZ, or the Scion FRS, or the Toyota GR86. Or is it just the 86? Or is it just the GR? I don't know the Toyota one. It's manual. You gotta get a manual if you're getting a car like this, of course. And it's not the fastest thing in the world. I've done a lot of research on it. It's not like it's not super fast. It's not like a race car. And a lot of people who buy it, who think it's as fast as it looks, are disappointed by that fact. I'm not really looking for a fast car. I'm looking for something that I actually own. If it's fast, cool. But usually when it's fast, it means that it'll break sooner. And I want something reliable that I can have for the next long while, that I could repair myself. And yeah, this video is 12 minutes already. I don't know if anybody's watching at this point, but if you are, thank you. Leave a comment or something and say hi. So what's the dealio? What's the big dealio? Why do I care so much about this? I don't like when people take away my freedoms. And I think that's what makes me sort of decent in the industry that I'm in. Because I watch out for people, and I want the best thing for everybody, as much as possible. And I like problems. I like having problems that require my attention. Not everybody does. And if I have a problem, it needs to be solved. A lot of people in this industry, I find, are like that. They have problems, like technical problems, and they can't sleep until it's solved. And that's definitely a trait that I find myself having these days, or pretty much my whole life. Yeah, my whole life. You know how disappointed I was to find out that this camera could not be hacked? It could not put... Or just any camera in general. You know? Canon cameras, they got the CHDK. I think I've definitely talked about that in another video. I don't know if it's posted or not. But the CHDK, Canon Hack Development Kit, allows you to put open source firmware on your camera, Canon camera, and it boots from an SD card. And that's cool and all, but you can't make use of all of the hardware. Like the encoder you can't use because it's proprietary. So it bypasses all of that and you shoot to RAW, which a lot of these cameras that didn't have RAW capabilities before now do, because you can shoot to like this, what is it, Magic Lantern file format. Magic Lantern is the company that, or the organization that made the Canon Hack Development Kit. Or are those two completely different things? They might be different things. There might be Magic Lantern and there might be CHDK. Anyway, I think both of those let you shoot to RAW. And that's cool, but if you wanted to shoot to like an MP4 or something like that, you can't. You can't do that. Because it can't use the proprietary encoding stuff on the camera. So you need to boot back into the original firmware that's proprietary and gross. And so the whole camera industry is just bad for this sort of stuff. If you want an open source camera, you're out of luck. And it's the same with computers. It's the same with anything, really. Like this computer, yeah, it's running an open source operating system. What's under the hood? What's in the CPU? The Intel Management Engine that can remotely access anything I'm doing. It can be controlled from wherever with the people. This is speculation, but it's really not. People have known about this for a long time, and we just try and forget about it, that all of our computers have a backdoor, even Ryzen CPUs, AMD stuff. It's all backdoored. You need a really old computer if you want it to be completely open source. So, nothing has changed. And it's not like we can do anything about it. I mean, that's sort of a defeatist attitude, but the people making these chips are huge organizations that have the resources to do so, so they can do whatever they damn well please to their chips. And that's just the reality of computing. You can't. The control is in the hands of the big guys. Yeah. But it's not the end of the world. I do like open source stuff, though. It's cool. I don't have much more to say than that. Just ranting at this point. I hope you liked that video. It's been almost 17 minutes now, so I will quit yapping, but thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.